Kathy Newby, Public Information Officer for Okaloosa County, and here we are in the beautiful Destin Harbor today on the deck of Fisherman's Wharf, and I have Vicky Stever, the Okaloosa County Library Cooperative Coordinator, with me today. You get to come out and play with me today instead of being in the library.
Life is good.
Well, we're going to talk about what is available at your local library, and sort of let's start though with what the Okaloosa County Public Library Cooperative is, for those who don't know.
Okay. There are 6 libraries in Okaloosa County, and they are located in the cities of Crestview, Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Mary Esther, Niceville, and Valparaiso. And those libraries are operated by their cities. The county doesn't actually operate any libraries, but the county supports those city libraries financially so that they will provide service at no fee for all of the residents of the county. So,
and you're working in the background. A lot of people don't see you. They're not going to see you when they go to the library, but here you are, and people can see you today and kind of see what goes on behind the scenes, how you organize and facilitate really these 6 libraries.
That's a good word. Facilitate, because the libraries are operated by their cities. The library directors make the good decisions about how each library is tailored to meet the needs of their own community, and then the cooperative plays a supportive role. And it's really about sharing and convenience for the folks in Okaloosa County, because you can get a library card at any of the member libraries and it's honored at all the other locations. You can use all the materials at all the libraries, and because we have a courier service, you can have those materials delivered wherever you would like. So if, for example, you work in Crestview and you are living down by Mary Esther and you would like to pick up something at the Crestview Library on your lunch hour, you can have that delivered there for you so that it's convenient.
Well, and I know that you try to seek grants and do a lot of things like that. I know that you are I love your energy, Vicky, and you do a great job.
Well, thank you.
And the Okaloosa County Library Cooperative has been around for 17 years. And
it's amazing.
And you know, the great thing about that for our Okaloosa County residents is that the folks who live in the unincorporated areas, the folks who don't live in a city, can use those city libraries for absolutely no charge. So that's really the key to the whole co-op and why it was created.
That's why it exists, so that everyone has access to that free local service.
So we'll celebrate that 17th anniversary in October. That's wonderful. And then last year we had over 600,000 visits to the library. And over 70,000 people have library cards. And is that all of Okaloosa County?
Yes.
That's wonderful. Yes. Well, I know the libraries have had a busy summer. Let's talk about that.
Okay. Summer is a great time for public libraries with their summer reading programs, and this year among the 6 libraries in the cooperative, we had 338 different programs and reached over 5,600 participants. The theme of summer reading this year was Fizz Boom Bang, Fizz Boom Read, sorry. And anyway, that caused a lot of science themes for some of the programs. Like Crestview had a Danger Club where the kids got to do messy science projects and experiments. But there's so much variety in what the libraries provide for all those age groups. There was really something for everyone. There were reading clubs and anime clubs and Lego clubs. There were movie days. They brought in puppet shows. The kids learned how to be ventriloquists. There was so much variety. And another thing that I think is so valuable for kids that come to the summer programs is that ability to interact with the librarians and with some of the members of the community that we bring in for programs, because those are great adult role models who model that joy of reading and learning and being engaged in your community.
So that it doesn't get lost. That's a great message. And if you were in the libraries, you saw how busy they were this summer.
Yes, you did. It's not a quiet place in the summer, that's for sure.
No, and some of those programs will continue for those younger ages that aren't in school yet, and then of course after school programs will kick in at this time of year. What about the start of school? What is the libraries doing for parents and students overall?
Well, you know, when parents and students are buying those school supplies and they're putting together that toolkit of what they think will help give them success in their education, they need to remember that, thank you, airplane, that a public library card is really one of the best things that you can put in a student's toolkit, and it's absolutely free because that public library card gives you access to all the free resources at libraries, the trained professionals to help you do your research, a study space where all of the things that you might need are around you, and also the libraries subscribe to paid reference and research information online. A lot of folks think that everything on the internet is free, but the good stuff is paid for, and your libraries and the state of Florida pay for that for you so that you can do your homework in your pajamas at 3 o'clock in the morning and still have access to the good stuff. And the librarians are there to show you how to do that. And I think we've got some screenshots that show a couple of the online services that are tailored for younger kids to help them do research.
Well, not only that, Vicki, is, everything that you read on the internet is not true, as we all know. And this is a reliable source.
That's right.
That you can use in the classroom because they are, because it is coming from the libraries, that it's a source that you can document, and that's huge.
Yes, because it's online, it's digitized journals and reference books and things that you would have found traditionally in print material, but because you're at home in your pajamas at 3 o'clock in the morning, you don't have access to that. And another thing that we have is an online foreign language learning system called Rocket Languages that you can access through our website, and it's free if you have a library card. So if you're beginning to take a foreign language class in school, that's a great support system for you.
That's fantastic. And so let's talk about college students. The Destin Library kind of has a unique program that all the libraries can take advantage of, or all those patrons can take advantage of.
That's right. The Destin Library subscribes to an online service called ePrep, and it's designed for high school students to help them maximize their ACT and SAT scores. And you register for an account. You just need to make that trip to the Destin Library one time. It doesn't matter where your library card is from as long as it's from the Cooperative, but you go to the library one time to register for the service, and then again, anywhere you have an internet connection, you can use it. So you do practice exams there, and it identifies the points that you need improvement on and tailors an improvement program for you and lets you study on the things you need to study and not spend time worrying about the things that you've already got nailed down.
Well, that certainly helps with some of the challenges that these college prep students, they are really...
Those scores are very important these days, and people are fixated on them. So it can really give you a level of confidence to go out and do well when you take the test.
Definitely want to take advantage of that. Also for adults, of course, we adults can enjoy the library as well. We can check out books, we can download books, we can appreciate art in our library.
That's right. 3 of the library locations have an almost continuous rotating displays of art, and they invite local artists to come and show their works there, so you have that access to things you might not otherwise see. They have musical programs and bring in entertainers, maybe classical guitar, or the Northwest Florida State College Jazz Band performs inside the Destin Library. And Crestview is unique in that they actually have open mic poetry nights and jam sessions for local musicians, so you can actually go and participate at your library, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think libraries just really are a sensory experience for me, and it brings so many memories of when you were little going to the library. And I really do think it makes us more well-rounded because, even if it's not listening to a band at the museum, at the library, there's that atmosphere where you can get a book and read about it. So, it really does expand your horizons in one place.
And sometimes the beauty, we love stories. That's what reading and even communicating is about, is people love stories. And when you can meet the person who tells some of those stories, like author signings that come, and this September we have the really famous best-selling Florida author Tim Dorsey visiting 3 of our library locations on his new book tour, and he will be in, Niceville on the 27th, and Crestview on the 28th, and Fort Walton Beach on the 29th of September. So you can contact those libraries individually and get more details about it. But he's a funny guy. It's a fun presentation and a wonderful free program that you can attend.
Well, look him up and definitely go to that. It looked like fun. I was looking at it as we were researching. And of course, Destin Library too, going back to Destin Library, has this unique garden. You want to talk about that?
And we've got a visual of a cute little garden ornament
I love
up there.
that.
Right. The Destin Garden Club provides maintenance to all the landscaping around the library, and they've actually developed several gardens there where the plants are labeled, so you can go and have a learning experience while you're enjoying those beautiful gardens. There's a wonderful butterfly garden out there. So your library experience is not just confined to inside the building or on their website, it's even on their grounds. It's a wonderful community space.
Definitely, so very unique. When we have some good news from Mary Esther Library. Of course, the Mary Esther Library was severely damaged during our spring storms this year and has been closed, but it will finally reopen September the 4th, and just in time for what, Vicki?
Well, September is Library Card Sign-Up Month, and that is the time when we traditionally promote the benefits of having that smartest card in your wallet, that public library card that allows you to have all those wonderful free services. And we have a celebrity spokesperson this year who is Stan Lee, that graphic artist from Marvel Comics, who is also out there spreading the message. And at Mary Esther, you know, it's a wonderful time to be getting your library card and going back to the library. And on behalf of the folks at Mary Esther, I know they would like me to say thank you to all the people who volunteered, who gave donations, and also to recognize the staff at the Fort Walton Beach Library, because they really picked it up and took care of those customers during the weeks when the Mary Esther Library had to be closed. They've been opened in a very small part of their building for a few months now, and they are so excited to open up that fresh new space and get back to providing all the services that they do and seeing their community, which is their family, again. So we're excited and say welcome back and invite you to come. And they are planning a grand opening event in the middle of October, so stay tuned for information about that.
Well, wonderful. And thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful, perfect Florida sunny day on the Destin Harbor on the deck of Fisherman's Wharf. And you know, where you can catch a fish and they will actually grill it here for you. And or if you don't know how to prepare your fish, you can go to the library and get a cookbook and find out how to prepare those wonderful Gulf fishing items that you might catch.
Touche. And you can download an ebook. We have some downloadable cookbooks now, so you can download an ebook and learn how to cook that fish.
Well, let's before we move on to the public information update, let's real quick, let's talk about again about the month of September, because we really want to push that message about its library card month.
Because
what
it's
do they
back
do?
to school
How
month,
do they do
and
it?
it's National Library Card Sign-Up Month. We really want to encourage you to get out there and take advantage of all the benefits and the fun and the cost savings that are available to you at the Okaloosa County Public Libraries. All you have to do is go to one of the member libraries, bring a photo ID and a proof of where you live, and they'll set you up.
That sounds
great. So come join us.
Thank you again, Vicki. You stay put, and we're going to move on to the public information update. While we're talking about kids, I do want to mention our Teach Children to Save program. We had 6 winners were drawn from 116 entries in this Teach Children to Save program, orchestrated by the local financial institutions, schools, and the University of Florida, and of course Okaloosa County Extension Office. Winners won $50, and a few of them were recognized by the Board of County Commissioners, as you can see. And also I wanted to mention our new video visitation program at the Corrections Department at the Okaloosa County Jail. Now they have moved, so instead of going in and picking up the phone and seeing somebody through a glass partition, you actually can video visit with them. So you can video visit on site, you can do it from home, and really what this does for the visitors and for the folks out there is it's more safe. It eliminates movement of the inmates. It reduces contraband being brought into the jail. It's you can self-serve your visitation schedule or visit even more, lowering the need for those personnel again. It's a revenue stream for the Corrections Department, so that they can help pay for those inmates a little bit better, and it expands visitation for those families, and it expands convenience. It's overall increased safety and morale. So it's a really good program. Most of the jails already have this, and now we are catching up, and it's a good thing. I also wanted to mention that our Florida governor has been seen in Okaloosa County recently. Governor Scott and his wife were seen at the Bob Sykes Airport, and they are pictured here with one of our employees that works out there. And then also Mike Padilla, that's his name. He's a mechanic, maintenance tech. And then also at our Visitor Information Center on Okaloosa Island with our tourism director, Ed Schrader. So I wanted to mention that. And then moving on, of course, we are in our budget. It is our budget time, and we want to encourage everybody to join us for our budget public hearings. The first one will be held on September 4th at the Crestview Courthouse and September 15th at the Water and Sewer Building in Fort Walton Beach. Both of those are at 6 o'clock p.m. And of course, you can look at all the budget preparation prior to this time on our website at OkaloosaFL.com, and you can call us with any questions and sort of get prepared for that budget presentation. We're so glad that you joined us for the Okaloosa Today show. We want to thank Cox Communications, of course, for our community television show. And again, we want to thank the Fisherman's Wharf here in the Destin Harbor for allowing us to tape the show today in this beautiful setting. And again, if there's any topic that you would like to see on the show, please give us a call at 311. You can contact any department in the county. And until next time, we will see you next time on the Okaloosa Today show.
Thanks for watching Okaloosa Today. Join us again next month to learn about local news and information for Okaloosa County, Fort Walton Beach, and Destin.